channel. Today's video, I'm going to be doing a recap of the conference finals round of the playoffs. Yeah, so I'm basically just going to be recapping the last round of the playoffs that just happened and giving you guys my thoughts as well as some facts, some stats, all of that stuff. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you are new here, please hit the subscribe button. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So first and foremost, I'm going to be talking about the Knicks and the Pacers. The Pacers won the series. As we know, it was maybe a little bit of an upset for some people. I feel like, at this point, we have only the most loyal fans. Some of them are showing up in my comments, so let's all remember to behave. Of course, game one of the series, we had a Pacers win, 138-135 in overtime when Tyrese Halliburton hit that shot at the end, the buzzer beater that brought them into overtime. And he hit that Reggie Miller celebration on the court because he thought he got a three-pointer, but his foot was on the line, but it went into overtime, and they ended up winning the game anyways, so it was warranted. Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson had strong performances that game. Wasn't enough. Game 2, the Pacers won 114-109. Pascal Siakam records 39 points. Game 3, Knicks win 106-100 after charging back from being 20 points down, cutting the series deficit to 2-1. Game 4, Pacers win 130-121. Tyrese Halliburton's dad, John Halliburton, gets unbanned from home games. I'm honestly happy for him, as I've already said. Top performers were Jalen Brunson with 31 points and Tyrese Halliburton with 32. Game 5, the Knicks won 111-94. The top performers were Pascal Siakam, 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. Jalen Brunson with 32 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Then we got to Game 6, where Kylie Jenner and her superfan man, Timothy Chalamet, flew to Indiana to watch Game 6. The Pacers ended up winning 125-108. 7 guys put up double figures during that game. It was a really fun one to watch, unless you were a Knicks fan, I suppose. So the speed at which the Pacers play, and they had pesky enough defense, causing 18 turnovers, which they scored 34 points from, just getting the ball loose off of the Knicks. So their defense definitely was proven to work in that game. At the end, Pascal Siakam was named Eastern Conference MVP and received the Larry Bird Trophy. He beat Tyrese Halliburton 5-4, so by one vote for this trophy. Some people think that Tyrese Halliburton deserved it. Others are quite happy with Pascal Siakam getting it. Let me know your thoughts. I'm really happy Pascal Siakam got it, but that could just be me speaking because he played on the Raptors, and I've never really been a Raptors fan, but I feel like anyone that has played on the Raptors, you're automatically just kind of loved by Canadians, and I think that that's a little bit of a situation that's going on here. Moving over to OKC versus the Timberwolves. Obviously, this one was a shorter series. Game 1, OKC won 114-88. Game 2, OKC won 118-113. SGA scores 38 points, and Anthony Edwards scores 32 and records 9 rebounds. Game 3, the Timberwolves win 143-101, and they cut the series deficit down to 2-1. Game 4 in the series is 3-1 for OKC because they win 128-126. Anthony Edwards played an underwhelming game, scoring only 16 points and 4 rebounds, as well as 6 assists. Game 5, OKC wins 124-94. Standout performances from Julius Randle, 24 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. SGA also with 34 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists. Was evident throughout that series, as well as the entire playoff series, that OKC's defense remains to be their weapon. That is their strong suit. SGA was named Western Conference Finals MVP along with the 2025 season MVP. Depends how you feel about that. Some people people think Joker should have gotten the 2025 award. I do think SGA deserved it. Like, I think he gets a bad rep for being like a free throw merchant. Like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some clips, some fouls that like maybe were not actually fouls, but I don't know, I don't think it's fair to discredit like how great of a player he is just because he gets some free throws every now and then. So the last time that the Thunder reached the NBA Finals, there were some core names on the team, some that probably sound familiar: Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden. All three of those players at the time had less than 4 years of experience in the NBA, and they were way ahead of schedule, right? Like, they were still in the finals. So I think that this argument that OKC is way too young of a team and, you know, they're not going to know what to do or whatever the hell it is, like, I don't think it's a valid argument. They've definitely dug their spot out. They've proved time and time over, like, why they are meant to be where they are. So I don't know, I don't think we can write them off. Overall, I feel like if you're not already an OKC fan, going into the finals, you're probably cheering for the Pacers. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I just feel like SGA is getting such a weird rep on social media, but it really goes to show, like, the people that will praise you and put you on a pedestal will be the quickest people to like tear it away and try to drag you down and call you a free throw merchant when like 2 weeks ago they said you had so much aura, like you weren't even real. So I don't know. Honestly, that's just my 2 cents on the matter, just my opinion. But looking, you know, at it from the Timberwolves perspective, I am a little bit sad for Anthony Edwards. Obviously, he still has some work to do to back up the talk that he has. Obviously, an outstanding player, like, not even trying to say that that's not true, but I think, yeah, he could put some more work in to back up the talk that he talks of himself. Nothing wrong with little confidence, but that's just my opinion. And of course, that's not to discredit the 2 straight trips to the conference finals. Not easily or commonly done by players of his age and with minimal NBA years under his belt. So we also have to give him that. I do think he should, and I think he will learn from these conference finals, and I think it'll just turn him into a hungrier player overall. So honestly, it was probably good for him in the end. My thoughts going into the finals, honestly, I'm so excited that there's 4 Canadian players in the finals. There's 2 on each team, 2 on OKC, 2 on OKC, and then 2 on the Pacers. So I think that's really exciting. And, you know, Canada representing, okay? Oh, also, I keep seeing on Instagram that the Raptors are gonna get Giannis, and I'm just like, oh my god, should I make a video about that? Like, where do I think Giannis is gonna go? Predictions moment. Probably should. Anyways, yeah, so my thoughts going into the finals, I want to say I think the Pacers are gonna win. I'm not convinced. I don't know. I'm not sure the Pacers are gonna win. I would like to see them win, but I do think OKC might take it. Let me know what you guys are cheering for. But OKC, they obviously play the most physical, like smothering defense, and Indiana Pacers, they're great on offense, so it's really going to be a battle of defense and offense in this final. Obviously, Indiana plays that really fast, aggressive offense style, but I really do think that like OKC responds super well to that in defense. So I don't know. I'm excited to see where it goes. I think it's going to be 6 games. I don't think we'll get to 7. I think it'll be called in 6 games, and I hope it's the Pacers. I'm just like not convinced it will be, but let me know what you guys think. Okay, so that was my quick little recap of the finals, and I hope that you guys have a great week. I hope you guys are excited